Hello, hello. How are you guys? I am jumping on real quick because let's just face it. Elephant in the room is that something happened to my face. Don't worry about it. Don't stress it. It was just a little accident, a minor accident. It's not a big deal. I'm in very high spirits. Things are taken care of. I've got stitches. As you can see, I've got a nice mark here, but this was a massive gash. So if you're queasy, stop watching. No, but yeah, it was a small thing. It's not a big deal, but I wanted to say when it happened, I looked in the mirror and I was like, "Oh, well, this will make for an interesting live feed because you guys know I go live every day. I share content every day." And then I was like, "It's perfect because I was not focused on, oh my God, my face is ruined." Because I was like, cool, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Like, I didn't think of it as an aesthetic problem. I just thought of it as an opportunity to share this message of self-love even further, right? Because I truly believe that everyone, you included, goes so much deeper than surface level. And when things like this happen, and when we get blemishes and all that, a lot of times we tend to hide it or shy away from it. And I understand that, okay? I totally get it. And scientifically, yes, we are very visual beings, and we do tend to pass judgments, whether or not we intend to, on the way someone looks physically. That is a protection mechanism. It's all good. But the interesting thing is that when we look a certain way physically, it is amazing how many of us, not everyone, not generalizing, but how many people will base their worthiness and their love and their deservingness on the way that they look physically. Now, I am a huge advocate for taking care of yourself. As you guys know, I'm massive fitness. I mean, I love taking care of my body, healthy living. I help people do this. I help people pursue healthy living because guess what? That is self-love. Now, self-love is something that we have to recognize as is something that goes past skin deep, right? Because on the outside, it's like, okay, she's got a little bit mangled right there. But it's okay because I love myself on a level that is so much deeper than the surface. And you can absolutely do this as well. So I stopped wearing makeup like years ago. I think it was, well, in middle school, you know, you like wear makeup and you're like, oh my God, I've got makeup on. It's so fun. It's so cool. But then I was like, I would always get itchy and my eyes would be scratchy, and I realized I just didn't even like it anyway. So my body was not reacting properly to it. And I stopped wearing makeup, and I'm so grateful for that. Not because makeup is bad. I think makeup is beautiful. It's an art. But I just don't wear it. I just don't like it on my face. So I am used to seeing myself like this, and I'm grateful that I have created so much love within for who I am and for my purpose and for my soul and for my mission and for the things that I've gone through, that this kind of stuff doesn't stop me. It doesn't stop me from showing up. It doesn't stop me from being a friend. It doesn't stop me from being a girlfriend. It doesn't stop me from being a family member. I'm not afraid to show up in the world anyways, right? Because I know that everything goes so much deeper than surface level. If I were to only judge you based on the way that you look, I would never know who you truly are. And the more I understand you, the more I can get to know you, and the more I can get to love you. And this is true of anyone. So I want you to really consider the way that you respond to situations that arise within your physical body. Maybe you have an ailment, or maybe you have a blemish, or maybe you have an unfortunate turn of events, and I just want you to know that that doesn't define you. That doesn't mean that that's your forever. And I know that physical looks can be extremely telling for us personally, because we want our physical being to represent our inner being. And I get that, because when I started my fitness journey, I did not feel that my physical body represented who I was inside, a committed, dedicated, driven human being, right? Maybe it represented the sad parts of me. Maybe it definitely represented the loathing parts of me, but did it represent me at my core? No. So I understand that changing your physical body can be an amazing journey, and it totally is, and I love it. But it's not everything. And if I were to say, you know what, this happened, I'm not going live, this happened, I'm not going to post any pictures of myself, this happened, I'm not going to show up and share my mission, my purpose, my message, that would be a disservice to the world. And every time that you you judge yourself based on the way that you look, you are hiding not just the physical, you are hiding the soul level, purpose-driven, amazing person within you. And you might be going, I don't feel like I have a purpose. I don't feel like I have a mission. Guess what? It doesn't matter. There's still a human being inside of you that deserves to be shown and shared, and it deserves to radiate out into the world. And if you allow things like this, or you allow physical aspects to stop you, like I know so many businesswomen and people in general who don't go live or who don't make videos because they are afraid of the way that they look, because they feel like they are overweight. Just because you are overweight now doesn't mean you are overweight forever. It means that you have the opportunity to change, to make yourself healthier, to feel better about yourself. There is nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with desiring change physically. Absolutely not. Nothing. Because it's your body. You do what you want to do with it. You represent yourself how you want to represent yourself. Like, there's no judgment from me here. I just truly believe that if you're doing the most healthy, loving thing for yourself, that's the best thing you can do. And honoring your soul, honoring who you are as a person above everything else, will create so much freedom within your body, because nothing can hold you back from showing up in the world. Right? So you might be wondering, well, like, that's easy for, or you might be thinking, like, that's easier for you to say, you know, you've done a lot of work around self-love. That's easy for you to say because, you know, this is something that you do, or you don't have to wear this, or you don't have to do that. And let me tell you something, it doesn't mean it's easy. It does not mean it's easy for me. Like, honestly, it's required work. It's required not like push and like force and like this is painful, but like healing, deep healing. And sometimes with healing, a lot of times with healing comes heaviness and comes emotions. And that is an amazing thing when we truly embrace those emotions and we truly embrace that healing process and those feelings, and we move through them and we recognize where our beliefs came from and what we need to believe now about ourselves in order to feel truly amazing and inspired and empowered. Well, then that's when the beauty really opens up, because we allow ourselves to see ourselves past surface level. Some of us have been conditioned to believe that surface level is the way things is. I saw this advertisement the other day, and it was labeled like, oh, guess what they're selling, or you'll never guess what they're selling, or whatever. And I was like, you know what? I don't understand. Like, I really don't understand. Like, the whole thing was like, oh, you take this thing, and now you're going to look how you want to look, or you're going to lose this weight, and da-da-da-da-da. But I was like, the beauty was never rooted in the aesthetic. Because even when, you know, there's beauty, it doesn't mean that there is love, or there is hope, or there is passion, or there is purpose, right? You know, it takes a special type of commitment to accept and acknowledge yourself at every stage of your life, no matter what it is that you're going through, no matter how you look, no matter what it is. Because if you can accept yourself, and you know that quote that they say for relationships, like, love me like, if you don't love me at my worst, you don't get me at my best. Like, you should treat yourself like that too. Like, why are we expecting things from others when we're not giving to ourselves, right? I'm really like rambling about a lot of different things because I love this stuff. So I just wanted to say that don't allow the physical changes necessarily, like things like this, blemishes, to make you want to hide who you truly are inside. Because remember, you go so much deeper than surface level. Love yourself for everything within you, and take the opportunity to go, wow. Like, for example, me, I'm like sending so much love to this by going, wow, I am so grateful that my skin and my head were able to protect me and were able to really create an amazing mechanism for healing that allows me to continue to function. Replacing things that we hate or that we're upset about with gratitude and love allows us to be fulfilled with gratitude and love. So when things come up that maybe you don't enjoy about yourself, maybe that you don't like, maybe that you don't appreciate, fill them up with love. You know, if you're like, I hate my stomach, it's always so fat and has rolls. Wow, I love you, tummy. Thank you so much for digesting all my food and serving me and creating energy for myself and making sure that I get what I need and that I don't take in what I don't need, right? So there's a big difference. There's a huge difference. When you start showing gratitude, when you start showing love, you're going to start giving more of it, which means you're going to take care of yourself in different ways. You're going to acknowledge yourself in different ways, and people will feel this. right? You're creating a standard. So love yourself, because the more love you have within, then the more love you can radiate out into the world, and thus the more love you can receive. So with that being said, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, or morning, wherever you are in the world. Just make it awesome.